Having an immature grasp on a writing utensil is something that can really impact a child's learning when they get to school. So it's something that we monitor in the preschool years just to make sure that a child's fine motor skills are progressing. I will say that in a lot of cases, having an immature grasp is more related to a child's exposure to coloring and writing activities than to a true fine motor deficit. And with a lot of these kids, when we introduce more coloring and writing, their pencil grasp catches up. Now, of course, there are kids who do have a true fine motor deficit and need support from an occupational therapist. So here's what your child's pencil grasp should look like by age. So when a child first starts scribbling between the ages of 1 and 2, they're probably going to hold the pencil like this with a fisted grasp. And then between 2 and 3, it's going to transition to a Palmer Digital. So like this, with the end of the pencil, it'll be in your child's palm. Around the time that a child is 4, we like to see it transition to a fingertip grasp. So it'll look like this. And even though they're using their fingertips like an adult does, they'll still be moving their whole hand to write until they're around the age of 6. We'll start to see some stabilization. So then by the time a child is in first grade, we want to see either a tripod that looks like this or a quadrupod grasp with the child's hand stabilized on the table and writing with their fingers. The reason that it's so important to stabilize the hand on the table and write with the fingers is because you have these tiny little muscles in your fingers that are designed to do precise movements that are really required to have legible handwriting. So a child who's able to stabilize and write by moving their little muscles is going to have much more legible handwriting than a child who has to move their entire arm, which has big muscles that really are not intended to make precise movements. And also these kids will tire a lot more quickly when writing because moving their entire arm during writing is exhausting.